Hello everybody, I'm Artillery J and welcome back to Monday Morning Game Reviews. Today we're going to be playing a game called Dead Secret. Now this game is made, I think, for playing on VR, but yeah, we're just going to play it normal. And it does have a, when you launch the game, it asks you if you want to play it the Vive version.
Harris Bullard was found dead in his study 5 days ago. Nobody believes me, but I think he was murdered. This house in the middle of nowhere holds the secret. There's a story hiding here, and I'm going to cover it. If I'm right, there are 4 major suspects.
Are you a reporter?
Graham Wellington, Josie Herrera, Cynthia Peckman, Bobby Sawyer. I'm not leaving until I find out what happened.
Okay, fair enough. Alright, so, oh, interesting. Okay, so it's like a point-and-click style game. Alright, in and out, easy. Just have to find some evidence and get out of here. Let me turn the volume down just a hair. Okay, that should be a little bit better. Couldn't hear myself. A small parcel tied tightly with twine. I can't open it with my bare hands. Okay. Reclusive professor found dead in home, September 23rd, 1965. Gove K.S. Harris Bullard, a retired college teacher, was found dead in his home Monday. The body was discovered by Bobby Sawyer, who worked part-time for Bullard, running odd jobs. A police investigation has concluded that Bullard died of natural causes. He was 63. Bullard moved into his home on Rampo Way several years ago, but was rarely seen about town. He was a private and reclusive man who seemed to have few friends. Bullard raised eyebrows last year when a former student, a pretty young woman named Josie Herrera, moved in with him. Bullard's will, written in 1957, leased his entire estate to his ex-wife, Cynthia Peckman. Peckman will reportedly sell the house and its contents immediately. Harris was a genius in his discipline, said Graham Wellington, a former colleague. The field of neuroscience is considered poorer without him. Okay. Retired recluse found dead in a study. Police ruled death natural. Ran errands for Bullard, found the body. Bullard's live-in assistant, ex-wife, inheritor of Bullard's estate, and former colleague of Bullard. Okay, so that's my 4 suspects. Got a key? Sure. Investigate the crime scene. This drawer is missing its knob. I can't open it. Okay. Old piano is blocking the way. They sure aren't wasting any time selling off Bullard's stuff. What is it? The crime scene. Can I go back out here? Can't leave yet. There's a store here. I know it. Okay. Oh, there's another door here, too. Wait, this isn't the crime scene. I need to investigate the study. Small key and unlock the door. And in we go. Whoa. There was a body there. Okay, let's investigate that first. This is where Bobby Sawyer found Bullard's body. He'd been dead for a couple of days, though. Okay, well, that's not cool. Let's look here. The Snow Woman, adapted from an original translation by Lufcadio Hearn. An old man and his son climbed a mountain to collect firewood. It began to snow heavily, and unable to make it back home, they decided to pass the night in a small hut. In the middle of the night, the young man awoke to see that the door had blown open. A tall woman with long hair and a white kimono was leaning over his father, blowing her breath upon him. When she saw that the son was awake, she said, "You are a handsome young man, so I will let you live. But if you ever speak of this to anyone, your life shall be forfeit." This is really long. In the morning, the young man found his father frozen and dead. He climbed down the mountain alone and never spoke of the episode. A year later, he met and married a young, beautiful girl. They had children together and were happy. But the night of his father's death still weighed heavily on his mind. One night, after having a bit too much to drink, the man told his wife about his encounter with the Snow Woman. She was furious. "You promised not to tell," she screamed, and before his eyes she became the tall woman with long black hair and a white kimono. "If it were not for our children, I would end your life here and now. I will spare you for their sake, but if anything ever happens to them, you shall pay the price." And with that, she melted into the wind and was gone. Interesting. Okay. Dictionaries and language reference. It looks like dictionaries and language reference. It looks like a lot of these books aren't even in English. Okay. Neither was the tape on the door, so sure. Spin, spin, spin. Spin, spin, spin. Is there going to be anything? Whoa. Perhaps. Oh, interesting. Ah. It's a small box. Let's get a better look at it on the desk. Okay, well, I wasn't done over here. Issues of the Journal of Psychology and a bunch of medical books with names I can't pronounce. Okay. It's a clay statue with a weird face. It's a spooky ghost. I've never seen a map laid out like this. There's a spot marked with an X on it. Okay. It's a cushion. Something under the cushion. There's a page from a manuscript here. A man who could see with his skin. In 1926, I met a man who could see with his skin. His eyes were sealed with wax and bandaged, yet he remained aware of the room around him. We held up signs which he read and fingers which he counted, even when we stood behind him. After the performance, I gave him $200 for the secret. He explained that he could see as long as some part of his skin remained exposed to the air. He described it as a shift in the wind or a slight breeze on his face. The subtle motion of the hair on his arm. After years of focus and practice, he had developed the ability to form a mental image of his surroundings based only on these slight sensations. This man had achieved a form of idiofocus, something like that. Granted, he only had access to a very narrow range of sensory information, but the result was powerful. I immediately resolved to discover the secret of his ability. Now, almost 4 decades later, I am very close. Okay, there's a newspaper clipping here. It reads, Eilish Joe found dead in hotel. Weird. Okay, nothing under that cushion. It's a record player. There's no record inside. Okay. What's this? It looks like a tiny camera lens. Circular lens. Okay, fair enough. This room is a regular library. Some of these volumes look ancient. It's all covered in dust. Doesn't turn on. Guess it's broken. One of Bullard's diplomas. Okay. Ooh, spooky masks. Bullard had some pretty advanced degrees. This one is from the University of Chicago in 1935. Boy, I'd love to visit Chicago. Okay. These masks make me uncomfortable. It kind of feels like they are looking at me. What did they see in this room? I think I've seen masks like this before. Maybe they are Japanese. It's a weird looking mask. Quantum mechanics and functional analysis, not exactly light reading. He's full of technical books. I wonder if Bullard actually read them all. Okay. Let's check out the desk now. Alright. It's a note with a foreign symbol on it. Underneath it reads north. No dial tone. Something's typed out here, but the paper is so far into the feeder that I can't pull it out. Okay, well, turn the little... There you go. Got it. Writing about Ouija boards in 1852, William Benjamin Carpenter was the first to describe the phenomenon known as the ideomotor effect. The ideomotor effect occurs when the subconscious mind takes control of the body without the conscious mind realizing it. Ideomotor action is distinct from other forms of involuntary actions because responses are driven by existing knowledge and perception. The Ouija board, Carpenter suggested, is a clear manifestation. The participants unwittingly move the planchet because their subconscious mind is guiding them. Another example of this phenomenon is dowsing, the practice of using a divining rod. Okay, cool. Harris Bullard, I am woodcutter. Your past has caught up with you. It is over. What's this? Who is woodcutter? Scissors. A pair of scissors. I can use these to open that package in the other room. Yes, I can. It's another lens. I found 2 of these now. Joe, something is after me. It's creeping around the house, trying to get in. I'm sure of it. I heard footsteps outside and creaking on the roof. It's not safe here. I've taken the idiofocal lenses from their normal location and hidden them in my study. I've sent you a package that you'll know what to do with. Check the map for the mask. As usual, X marks the spot. Harris. P.S. The sequence is east, west, north. Bullard hid something in this room. Very suspicious. This will be a great hook for my opening paragraph. Okay, so east, west, north. So it looks like north is here. So east, west, north. One of the buttons is missing. Okay, so I gotta find the button. Maybe in the package. Making sound. Ah! Jeez Louise. Press B or right mouse for inventory. Whew. It's an old book. It says Quianda on the cover, whatever that means. The author is Lafcadio Hearn. Can I open the book? And click. Nope. Okay. Okay. I guess in here is the only thing that I can do. Oh, the TV's on now. Ah. Stupid crow. Oh, gotcha. Right there. I can push the book all the way back. Feels like something's hitting the back. Wait, there's something jammed way back there. It's a flat triangular wedge. There's some sort of foreign writing on it. Aha. Now, let's come over here. Let's examine this. Or let's grab the wooden wedge and let's place it there. Now let's examine it. North, east, west. Was that it? No. North, east, west. There was a document. West, east, north. Okay, gotcha. So, west, east, north. Gotcha. Whoa. I see the lenses fit into the mask's eye sockets. It's like a weird pair of goggles. Okay, whoa. Whoa. Who was that? Awesome question. More to this painting. There was a page taped to the back. Josie, if you're reading this note, then something must have happened to me. I may be dead or missing. If so, you're the only person who can save our research. The truth is that I'm being threatened. It started before I left the college. I get notes every few months from somebody calling himself a woodcutter that he wants to access. What he wants is access to our research. He wants me to turn over our plans for the Lunar Dream apparatus. Josie, my life is in danger. Woodcutter knows things, secret things about my past that nobody should know. I'll not yield to simple blackmail, but lately the threats have escalated. I am sure that I am being watched at the house. I sometimes hear things on the other side of the wall. Yesterday, with the mask on, I thought I saw somebody reaching for me. It's a warning from my subconscious. I am no longer safe here. I've locked our research away in the safe upstairs. I want you to retrieve it and leave. Destroy everything before you go. Burn the house down if you have to. Just get the research and get out of here. Head for the big city where it's easy to hide. I'm counting on you, Joe. Don't let our work fall into their hands, Harris. Okay, I knew there was more to this story, whatever Bullard was mixed up in. I bet there's evidence in that safe. Who is woodcutter? Open safe upstairs. Okay. So, I'm gonna leave it here, guys. Really interesting game. It's got a nice little creepy feel to it. It's a murder mystery type thing, and it's pretty interesting. So I'm going to keep playing it, but I'm going to leave it here. I don't want to spoil the mystery for you guys. So if you're interested in the game, you want to check it out for yourself, check the description below for a link, and also for my rating for the game itself. I hope that you enjoyed the episode, and until next time, take care of yourselves. Bye!